big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs. Athletes and sports junkies, if you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack. Yeah, black on.
It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock, and you're tuned in to the dopest sports show on radio. That's what they said. The Crush, right here on Sensation Station Network. And I'm your humble co-host, E. Glaze. Are you really humble? Yes, sir. Okay. Very humble. But you got a side. Okay. I'm humble, though. Okay, let's go. I was humbled this weekend with the kids, dog. Oh, okay. Do what you do. And with me, as always, you hear him. He can't hold himself. Number 2. Number 10. We found out why number 10 was here this weekend. Make sure you heard what's happening. What's going on, dude? What's up, brother? Man, I'm ready, man. We got some young fights. It's all about them Gamecocks up in here today. Man, it's all about them wide-eyes today. It's gonna be real divish in here today. You just had to make it about you somehow. No, I said wide-outs. I play more than one position. But you had. Well, okay. We digress. Yeah, we digress. We got a great show for you guys today, man. Make sure it's tournament time, buddy. Man, I played around with one bracket today. I'm gonna officially finish my bracket tomorrow. Yeah. But I picked them 5-12 upsets though. I will be bragging about my bracket again this year. Here we go. Cause that's just what I do. We're gonna talk about that a little bit today, cause tomorrow's our college basketball. Yeah. Cause Coach will be here tomorrow. We're definitely gonna talk about that. Doing the question interview today, man. We got our man. We call him Dreak. I want to make sure I say how you say his first name. Randrecous. Randrecous. Yeah. Gotta say it with emphasis. Yeah. You gotta say. I'm trying to figure how your boy Vern Lundquist they gonna mess it up a little bit. Your freshman year. By the time you're a junior, they'll just be calling him Dreak. Yeah. By the time he get out, CBS. That's what I did. Cause Vern gonna mess it up. Yeah. Cause I saw his name on the roster that first time. I said, what? Okay. Yeah. His name Dreak. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, great kid, man. We're gonna really meet a exceptional young man today, man. And with him, man, is a guy we met before. My guy. Yeah. We met him in a different location. Coach. He's back though. Coach Kerry, who Coach. He represents them Gamecocks as well. It's May's high day too. You gonna be all right with that, dog? Okay, gets quiet. Okay, yeah. Okay. We got really going on. We got the Crush rundown. We're going to do some NBA and a little NFL. Very interesting week in NFL action this week. And you know what? Since Coach Hood is here, we can ask him a little bit about those NFL things. Yeah. He went down through there. Yeah, he went through it. He went down through there, so he can give us some insight. We're going to touch on what we did this weekend. Shout out to Pro Conscious athletes. Great tournaments. Saw some basketball played this weekend. Man. Georgia is not short of basketball talent. This is what I don't understand. How UGA go outside the state to recruit basketball players with some of the best kids. So like right here, it's beyond me. Yeah. But that's why they're not in the tournament. No team in Georgia. Yeah. No team in Georgia. We're gonna get Yasir. I talked to Yasir the other day. He coaches down at UGA. We're gonna get him and Jarvis come in. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have a heart-to-heart about that. Man, that was the Crush intro brought to you by Herbal Results. With Herbal Results, results speak louder than words. You can find out more about Herbal Results at www.herbalresults.biz or call them and place an order at 612-567-3263. That's 612-567-3263. When we come back, man, we're going to go into our hot topics. Hot topics today, make sure, plain and simple, man, NCAA tournament. We're going to, like I said, we're going to dabble in it. Just a little bit. Okay, I can do that. We got to dabble in it. We're going to bring everybody on, too, so they can dabble in it as well. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
A dream of the future brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network. Hello and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. And at the end of the day, the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be you. So United Way is asking you to make a pledge. Tutor a child who needs help. Mentor a kid who needs someone on their side. Volunteer to read to children. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Be a reader, tutor or mentor. Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Take the pledge now at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Did you know that Lions Clubs International has been collecting used eyeglasses for years? Lions members take the donated glasses, classify them by prescription, and redistribute them to needy people all over the world. Each year, over 1 million pairs of eyeglasses are given to those who may not be able to afford proper eye care. Take a look around your house. I'm sure you'll find at least one pair of glasses that no longer fits your prescription. Someone, somewhere, can use those glasses. Lions Clubs everywhere urge you to take the time to find your old glasses and then take them to the convenient drop-off sites in your community. This message brought to you by Lions Clubs International.
You want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with Dave all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, knock them down.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com, that's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level. Yo, it's your boy Michael McFadden. If you hear my voice right now, that means you're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Shout out to them Cowboys. Not for real. Maceo Glaze, what up?
Hot Topics.
We're going into Hot Topics, brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 15 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Our hot topic today, plain and simple, they finally released the bracket. Okay, so a couple of things before we get into the bracket. And you can bring them all in. We got our coach Kerry Hood here. We got Dreak, Randrecous. How y'all fellas doing, man?
Man, we doing good.
Get to the mic, man.
Glad to be here again.
You gotta get used to this, man, because you're gonna be all you big SEC.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You gotta get
used to this, man. What's up, Dreak?
What's up,
Hey, so man, two things about the tournament. Did you see they do the pre-release early? They leaked it out early. Man.
Oh yeah, they said they're gonna fire that dude when they find out who released that. But why? I mean, who cares?
Yeah, man. They just trying to money, man. CBS put a lot of money in that.
Yeah, man. That show too long.
Yeah.
It's too long.
You could just hurry up and tell us who the 64 is.
Yeah, just put the 64 on the board and let go.
And then just come on, let's go to the next page.
Yeah.
And then they got the second tragedy yesterday with Charles Barkley at the board.
Dude, Charles Barkley don't even watch college basketball. Why is he picking games? I don't understand it.
That was sad yesterday, man. Anyway, I'm out here and ask this. We saw who came out. I'm sorry, South Carolina. I know that y'all was snubbed, so.
Man.
But so any snubs? South Carolina's won.
Y'all girls gonna win it though. We should. Yeah, y'all girls gonna win it.
They gonna be Connecticut
this time. Don Staley. I'm going to help Dreak move in just like me, Coach Staley. Y'all don't even know that shit. Now you know though.
Nah, it's official.
Oh, it's official now,
okay.
But I hope she ain't on vacation when we go up there. But that's all.
Yeah. So we got South Carolina. Who else you say?
Georgia.
You think Georgia got it?
I think they went deep enough in the SEC tournament to at least warrant a chance.
SEC didn't get many at all, man. You talking about Kentucky?
They'll make everybody pay football season come.
I guess so. I think it is the football hate, man.
I think the football hate, coach. I think that's what it is.
Vanderbilt playing a play-in game.
Oh,
got Kentucky.
They usually say the playing games for the HBCUs.
They got Vanderbilt as one of the players.
You know who they overrated?
Who?
The Pac-12.
Absolutely.
They overrated Pac-12.
That's it, though.
How Oregon got a number 1 seed, I don't know.
There's only 2 teams for SEC.
South Carolina not on that bracket, and Vanderbilt has the play-in game.
2 teams.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Another team that everybody thought was getting in because I think the NCAA didn't want that showboating in there. Mammoth.
I was very disappointed. Their bench deserved to be in the tournament.
Dude, they beat Notre Dame and USC.
Yeah.
Both of who were in the tournament.
Yeah.
And they beat UCLA and Georgetown. They didn't make it, but they are both powerhouse schools. Well,
Georgetown, they've been a powerhouse in a long time.
Under John Thompson, the other one. But the new one, you know.
Is the son still there?
He's still there.
Jeez.
With a towel over his shoulder.
They ain't got rid of him yet.
I don't think John Thompson until John Senior League.
Hey man, AI gotta get some funds together or something, man. He gotta help them out.
So real quick, man, after those snubs, KU's the number 1 overall. They in the South.
But they put them in a tough bracket.
Yeah,
Oregon, they put them in a tough bracket.
Yeah, Oregon's in the West, number 1. UNC is the East. And Virginia is the Midwest.
I'm gonna ask an SEC guy. Can you cheer for North Carolina?
Basketball, yes.
Okay. So that's cool.
I can.
Okay.
I can.
Let me ask Dreak. Have you felt all this yet? Have you got into this whole, that's your school, you can't like that yet?
No, it really ain't hit me yet.
It ain't hit you yet, man? Like, when you see Georgia come, you like,
I mean, I don't like Georgia. We're
going to get to that.
Quick.
We'll get to that. So no team from Georgia is in the tournament this year.
And what was funny, Georgia State had they had a magic ride last year.
Yeah.
And not to have a team in Georgia from Georgia in.
No
really,
Tech,
it's really
Georgia.
ridiculous.
They usually is someone that you ain't heard of, like you be like, oh, that's cool down there.
And to me, I thought Georgia Tech played well enough to get in. You got a guy, Marcus Georges Hunt, who basically put the team on his back.
Yeah,
coming down the stretch. I thought they won enough to get in. So
but you know what though, Marcus gonna be good. We hope to have him on sometime.
Yeah, they went to the NIT.
But let me tell you, the SEC disrespecting this tournament. Kentucky, the SEC champs, 4 seed. Vanderbilt's a play-in game. Kentucky's a 4 seed.
That's that Calipari hate. That's that Calipari hate, coach.
Wow.
And South Carolina not there at all.
Nope. No Gamecocks.
And y'all won 20, so they gonna find a way to say that y'all shouldn't have been there.
And the thing about a South Carolina uniform would have been so fire.
Oh, that would have been tough, man.
They would have been fine, though.
That would have been tough, man. All right, man, we about to go into our next break. So we going to get so much more into the tournament tomorrow when our coach come up here, Coach Preston. So y'all just stay with us. We just want to give you a touch because we know that's everybody's bracket. I got my bracket. I did one already.
You did one already?
I don't like it. We'll switch it up tomorrow.
You know, I can tell you now who I got winning it.
Who?
Izzo.
He's not bad to jump
just
on.
today.
That was Hot Topic brought to you by Dr.
tomorrow.
Kevin Dancy. Man, if you're in the Atlanta area, go swing by Cascade Road and holler at the coach. Holler at Dr. Dancy, man. You can call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. When we come back, somebody about to get in the interview chair. Randrecous up next. So stay with us. It's The Crush. You.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Now you're always talking to me about not doing drugs like pot and ecstasy and cocaine, how they're dangerous and illegal. Well, you don't have to worry anymore. My friends and I have found a much better way to get high. And you'll be happy to know it's not even illegal. Nice, huh? Want to know what we're doing? Alright, I'll tell you. We use cough medicine. Seriously, the stuff in the medicine cabinet. You didn't notice it was missing? Oh, well, I guess lucky for me then.
Last year, more than 2 million teens risked blackouts, seizures, even comas, intentionally abusing ordinary cough medicine, the kind in virtually every home in America. Never heard of it? Bet your kids have.
And it's gotta be safe, because it's medicine, right?
When you talk to your kids about drugs, make sure you start with the ones in the medicine cabinet. Need help getting the conversation started? Go to drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Hey parents, finding it hard to communicate with kids in today's world of ever-changing slang? Hi son.
Excuse me?
Introducing the Communicizer. Just strap non-toxic Communicizer to your mouth and go from boring old man speak,
oh, you know, I'm here if you want to talk,
to 100% off the chain.
Text me whatever's, yo.
It's that easy.
Thanks to Communicizer, I'm relevant to my kids again. I mean, a fly, boo.
And now when you buy Communicizer, you get the auto-tune attachment free. Sounds so hip-hop, your kids will want to talk to you for hours.
I used to have to walk 3 miles uphill to school every morning, shorty.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, son.
Communicizer is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Adopt Us Kids and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off.
What? What about our plan to win the lottery and start living? You know, travel the world on matching yachts, wear enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacation on the French Riviera, and then buy it.
You know we're never going to win the lottery, right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
This is Judge Hatchet, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Judge had to sound a little bit fire right then. Change up a few things. We're going to our crushing interview, Maceo. You got a double intro, you got.
Oh man, boy, I've been practicing this too, man. So I'm ready, man. So first and foremost, coming to the microphone, man. This young fella, one of the biggest playmakers in the state of Georgia, man. Ooh. Wide out, man. On his way to the University of South Carolina. We're gonna teach. We got to keep him on 2-notch road, but we'll teach him that later. You know what I'm saying? Randrecous Davis in the middle, right here in the hot seat, and then to my left, man, one of the most intense high school coaches you will ever be around, but cares about these kids 300%, man. And also can call some plays pretty good too, man. Coach Kerry Hood in the building, man. Fellas, what's up? Welcome both of you.
Glad to be here.
So we're gonna call you Dreak. That's cool.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna ask the first question, man. First time I ever seen you in the Georgia Dome. It's called like a yard route. It took it to the house.
Right.
They weren't catching that to play one.
Nah.
Tell about that feeling, man. Just talk about playing in that state championship game. How was it, man?
Well, playing in the state championship game, it was amazing because many teams don't get to do it. And then we was one of the teams from the city that actually got to do it from like years. But the feeling was just amazing.
Coach Hood, you thought you were smart when you called that play, didn't you?
I knew it was going to him. I knew it was going to him. And that's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know. Shell across. I remember it like yesterday. It was A Cali and Dreak play A. So that means your name is called.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Dreak, 17 touchdowns this past season. The ability to get to the end zone, I mean, you just have a knack for that. What goes through your mind when you catch the ball?
19.
19?
19.
The number.
19
State record. Wow. That what you wanted?
That's what I had.
That what you had? They had it wrong.
That was 17 catching touchdowns.
Oh, okay, my bad. Correct him, Dreak. Yeah, no doubt. I thought it was 17 too. I did that. So you had 19. Yeah. What were the two was reverses or what?
Punt return.
Wow. Playmaker. Wow. And you threw too? How many touchdowns you threw past?
I think my high school career I threw like 2 or 3.
Well, the thing you got to understand, when he got the ball, of course the defense going to come up. So, yeah, I mean, again, that goes to this guy over here dialing it up.
I would.
No doubt.
Come at you pretty hard, too. So, Dreak, you made your announcement. You're officially a Gamecock. What went into that decision? What made you want to go to South Carolina?
Well, family played a big part in it. Like, it was a very difficult decision. I changed my mind every single day. I literally had to talk to people every day because it was a hard decision. And then when it came down to it, I just had to make my mind up and stick with it. And I felt at home. It felt like Columbia felt just like down here, but it's kind of like smaller. But I felt at home when I was down there, and I know a lot of people.
Wow. Because I know it was kind of like the people in Miami got excited.
It was a battle, though.
It was a battle?
Yeah, I kind of told them that I was coming down. Not going to Columbia yet, but it was nice down there. But I like South Carolina better.
Like South Carolina better. Now, Coach Hood, we've had this conversation. A lot of people don't really realize that you played no part in this decision.
No, not at all. I was on my way to South Carolina. I told Dreak that I would come on his visit day, his visit weekend, and I changed my mind, I think, that Wednesday because I said I didn't want any bearing on his decision. I wanted him to see and visit and experience Columbia for himself without me being there.
He was non-biased.
Yes.
Wow. Very non-biased. And see, a lot of people don't know that because, you know, when people don't really know what's going on inside, like say, you know, we have so many people, and you know this from, you know, with all the success, you got people who don't know what's going on, but they will swear that, oh, because Coach Hood went to South Carolina, that's why Dreak going to South Carolina. So tell everybody again, Coach Hood had no bearing on that.
Yeah, he was non-biased. We actually talked about it probably like only 2 or 3 times out the whole process. And when we talked about it, he like told me like, whatever makes me happy. Like, you know, when I feel comfortable at, when I feel like I'm gonna do the best at. Of course, you know, his school is South Carolina, but where I feel I need to go, that's where I need to go.
So, Dreak, when it came down to that point, though, you know, all your hard work, and you were to be able to get a D1 scholarship, and you had a choice, but to finally be able to put pen to paper to do that, did it feel like all your hard work was paid off with that signing at that day?
Yeah, it feels good. I feel like I got to put my city on my back now.
Well, you really don't have to do that, Dreak, because all you got to do is represent your family and play football the way you know how to play football. To me personally, when everybody asks me, well, can this kid play? I'm like, dude, just watch 2 minutes of film. That's all you need. You one of those kids, you don't have to watch like 5-10 minutes of
2 clipper.
Yeah, 2
I think when I saw the game, the state, I was like, man, who would that do? Man,
yeah.
Dreak.
Yeah.
That Dreak.
Yeah. Nothing else needs to be said.
Dreak. I mean, he's that good. So, Coach Hood, you might not have had anything to influence it, but you weren't mad when he signed, though.
Oh, no. No. I jumped for joy. I got a text message about, I think that Saturday, that he went on his visit, and he said, Coach, I'm feeling cocky. I said, they got him. I said, they got him. Because that's the exact same thing I said when I committed.
Wow. Wow.
That's what it does.
Man, we just getting started.
Yeah, we just warming up, man.
Woo, we got a lot to talk about, man, because we for those who don't know about Coach Hood, boy, South Carolina legend right here, so we're going to talk about a few things. We had a lot of South Carolina guys walk through here. Pritchard
was there a couple weeks ago, man. We down with the Gamecocks.
Hey, oh, make sure. Picture us rolling, baby.
No, man, it's definitely around the corner, man. Get your Tupac up, man. It's the same thing. No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't.
Yeah.
We going to break.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. he's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Hello, and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He guides us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
This is Amari Batman Kerry, and you listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
It's totally different. Listen to it. Man.
We're in a crushing interview right now with Dreak. We just gonna keep it rolling.
See what I'm saying?
Keep it pitching me rolling, man. Hey, man, we have right now. So Dreak, who was in the running? I know Miami and Carolina. Were they the only two at the end?
The only two at the end.
And you didn't sleep much at all for about, what, 2 weeks?
For a long time.
South Beach was pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
So how is it when you met Coach Muschamp? He's got to be excited to see you. So how was it meeting him, knowing that he's your coach? How is it with Coach Muschamp to meet him?
Oh, he's very cool and laid back, relaxed. But I know when it's time to get on the field, intensity gonna turn up.
I'm gonna say, have you
I'm
seen
ready
his
for the
videos?
switch. But I'm already used to it.
Yeah. Well, you played for Coach Hood.
I was about to say, yeah.
You played for Coach Hood. So, I mean, and I've always said this, Coach, you're one of the few coaches who really, truly get kids, like, geared for college ball. Because college coach, he don't have the kind of time to hold your hand and baby you through stuff.
Nope.
Just talk about that process.
Nope.
Why do you coach that way, Coach?
Because that's the game. I mean, it's football. It's a barbaric sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough. And that's what coach is going to ask you to do, especially on the next level. When you go to the next level to play, you're going to have to be physical to be successful. So, you know, intensity is what brings it out. When you're intense, you're going to be physical. And it's a physical sport.
So, Cole, let me ask you this. I know y'all play like a spread up tempo type offense.
Yes.
Is that what you like to run?
Yes.
That's a receiver. Because I see it and I'm like.
Yes. It's easier. It's easier to call plays that way to me.
Okay.
Because it keeps the defense on their heels.
Yeah.
You can pretty much dictate what they do by what you do.
I love it. Now, Dreak, do you have a preference player outside, inside? Because, I mean, I know you can do both, but do you have a preference where you want to play?
I really don't care.
You really don't care?
I like inside, though.
Mm-hmm.
Get the linebackers, it's a mismatch.
It is true. You doing like this. Say you looking back like.
and what's good about being inside, especially like the option routes.
Yeah.
Just like real quick, get the ball. And see, he's the type of kid, get the ball in his hand. I can remember the first time watching him like in a 7-on-7. I couldn't believe that couldn't nobody touch him. Like this wasn't two-hand touch. This like just touch him, and couldn't nobody touch him. I was like, just imagine when he put pads on. It's crazy.
So, Coach Hood, you know, you did your thing in the school and all that. What is so special about Columbia? What is it about South Carolina that's special?
Oh man, it's not a. See, people don't understand. It's not a pro team in South Carolina. The pro team is in North Carolina. 2 biggest schools in South Carolina, Clemson and South Carolina. So when it's a football game or anything that's going on with the Gamecocks, it's a shutdown of the whole city. Everybody pretty much love their Gamecocks in South Carolina, in Columbia. I mean, it's and I told Dreak on the way here that the first time he come out to that 2001,
ain't that like that song, is it?
The first time he come out to it, go look for the oxygen.
Ain't that like that song, man?
Go look for the oxygen.
The reason why I say that, because in high school we did our little run. That's what we played during the playoffs, and just to hear that, you know, between the Ric Flair and all that, just to have
best feeling I ever had.
You know, we had a smoke machine too, right?
Yeah, the smoke machine down there. Oh Lord, have mercy.
When you get to winning, you get to do that down there. So let me ask you another question, Coach Hood, and I'm gonna ask you the same question, Dreak. What did it feel like being the coach of revitalizing a program like Mays? To do what y'all did over the last few years has been nothing the city has ever seen. So being a part of that, I've asked this knucklehead here a few times, but ask you, how did that feel to be a part of that program?
Keyword, city. I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So to see the guys that come from the same area I come from, same places I've been, lived all through that side of town, it's amazing to me to see the success because I'm from here. And I look at Dreak, I used to be him. And I used to be the rest of these kids that play for Mays and, you know, throughout the city. And to do it at Mays, I mean, I went to Harper. Everybody know that I went to Harper. But to do it at Mays feels just as good. Feels just as good to me because it's Atlanta. It's Atlanta. To play on these levels and the success we're having in football, it's to me, it's all about the city of Atlanta, the APS. And that's a great feeling to walk off a field and have beaten a team from any area. We can beat a team from any area in this state. That's a good feeling to me. That's a good feeling to me.
Real quick, Dreak, what's your response to that?
It was amazing being on that team, and no knock on other coaches and stuff that previously had Mays, but the staff that came in, they brought a better me and a better everybody who played on the team. And I would be advising other kids to come to Mays because I know what they can do.
That's what's up, man. We about to take another quick break. You gotta love it, man. Hey, man. Gotta love it. Forever I love Atlanta. That's what we doing, man. Hey, we come back, man. We got more questions. I'm going to let Maceo talk for a minute because I've been kind of running my mouth.
Yeah, man.
I get kind of excited. Man.
Yeah, you do. I know. Yeah. That's okay.
Anyway, man.
That's okay.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come back, man, we got more in Dreak. Coach Hood. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Yep.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
What's up? It's Garrison Hurst, University of Georgia. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Go Dogs.
I didn't play that. Well, shout out to my homeboy though. Hey, that was a whole Garrison. What's happening, man? So we still here with Dreak and Coach Hood. Hey, Shell, what you got, man?
I always ask all wideouts this, Dreak. Your longest touchdown. You know which one? You know your longest touchdown?
I think it was the one in the dome.
Everybody know that longest touchdown. You went. How far was that one?
Like 75.
That was it. It's on the paper. It was it.
What was your longest?
High school.
Either one.
98. High school kickoff return.
Ooh. 98.
Yeah. Ooh. 9th grade.
Oh, 9th grade.
Well, you know, Kerry was the quarterback.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
Kerry was the quarterback. He threw the booby. Our other guy.
Booby.
Coach Austin.
Coach Austin. Well, y'all was loaded. I ain't gonna even ask because every time I get upset because my school, in Lincoln County, we won state championship, but we had like 1 and 2 D1. I look at all the talent that y'all be bringing in. I'm like, Macy, why y'all win a title?
Yeah,
Macy will be looking at me like
he get me with that all the time. Like
Macy will be like, it's just spread out, Glade.
Yeah, man, just spread it out.
That's why I was so happy for Mays that year. So, Coach, real quick, what is one of your times that you were just proud to be? What makes it being a coach worthwhile for you?
To see a kid be successful doing what I taught him. When I see him chest bump each other, and I see him high five from that booth, and he did a move that we worked so hard on in practice all week or the prior weeks, and then it finally worked, and he scored. That's fulfilling.
Yeah,
that's it. That's why I do it. That's why, to see him happy. What you gonna miss about high school football, Dreak?
The brotherhood, because that's what it turned into. We all like brothers. We hang together all the time. And most of them I kind of like grew up with, but we just so close now.
Yeah. That's the beauty of football. I think so many people don't understand it, and that's why when guys are finished playing and when they walk away, it's like you can't get that back. It'll never that feeling, the locker room. Yeah. Like if you ain't never been in the locker room, you don't get it.
That's what Garrett Hurst said. He was in here. He said he didn't miss the game per se.
Yeah.
He just missed the camaraderie. Just
being
with your boys and sitting in that locker room, man, and just talking. He said that's why he didn't retire for him. He said I just kept being with my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we got to take another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, It's time to say,
you know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com. Thank you, sir.
We're still not crushing interview with Dreak and Coach Hood. So, Dreak, what can South Carolina expect? What are you bringing to them Gamecocks when you go there this June, this year?
Everything they ain't got.
I love it. It's just that Atlanta. Speed, everything.
Huh? Put me out there.
And the good part about it, they lost a lot of receivers, didn't they?
Oh, we expect. I'm not gonna lie. I'm expecting to see Dreak out there.
We won
times 3.
Oh, I like it. I love it. The kid never lacked confidence, though. He never lacked, and he always plays like with a swagger. It took him a minute to find it, but when did that light come on, Dreak? When did you really realize that I'm pretty good?
My 11th grade year. Just like in the summertime, because at first I was nervous. I really was scared at first, like 9th grade and stuff. I wasn't scared, but like
it's different.
Yeah, it was different. Like I never been in an atmosphere with big people like that on the field. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm used to this. I don't did this before. I was like, okay. So once I started getting the feel of it, it was just easy. Really 10th grade.
So could you talk about something about the coaching and seeing somebody do a play that you coached them to? But when you see these kids like Dreak that walk on the field that maybe lack a little confidence and things like that, what are the things you work on them with to build that confidence?
Well, preparation. Mm-hmm. Preparation. The really your team is made up of you got high skilled players like Dreak, but your team is made up of probably middle to high skilled players, man. Mm-hmm. And you have to keep those kids going if you're gonna have a successful program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just have to keep them prepared and let them know when they time and opportunity to come to take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Cause I know the one thing I always like in your style, you coach the kid with lesser talent just as hard as
harder.
Yeah, than the most talented kid, and I think so much the kids get so much out of that when you coach everybody that way.
Yes. I feel like Dreak, and some of the other kids that played before Dreak, they're gonna pretty much be okay. Mm-hmm. As long as they listen, got a high skill level. God gave them a lot of talent, mm-hmm. But your middle level kids, those are the kids that you want to push. To be on the field and make them believe that they can contribute to the team.
Yeah, because ain't nothing better than making a kid a diamond.
Yes.
You look at him, nobody. Oh, he can't. Yes. And then you get a chance to coach him, and you're like,
yes.
What happened to him?
That's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah, you sit there like,
that's a beautiful feeling.
Because like you say, kid like Dreak, gifted.
Yeah.
Open field, catch, can run out the catch. I mean, he got that.
Yeah.
It's just keeping him on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get him out of here. And he's going to be all right.
That's it. That's it.
So, Dreak, you do know, and you're playing in one of the, not even fool around, you're playing in the best conference in America.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the SEC, what are you looking forward to playing in this conference?
Other great athletes like me.
Mm-hmm.
And just a lot of them just compete. That's it. All I know is compete.
I love that.
Same thing I always did. Do the same thing.
What do you think you have to work on when you first get to Columbia?
I say probably getting bigger, getting stronger and faster. I got the ability, just that, and then I can critique it,
Mm-hmm.
Working out and stuff.
Because like practice is gonna be a whole lot different in college than in high school.
Yeah, I'm ready for it though. My mindset, I'm ready. I already made up. I'm not turning back.
Had they sent you the playbook yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you already got it.
Yeah.
You already in it.
Yeah.
You must have had a real good coach, boy. I tell you, boy.
Anyway, Coach Dreak, yeah. Coach Hood, what do you see in Dreak, being a receiver, that you see in yourself? What do you see in him?
Dreak is a highly talented athlete. Dreak can just about do anything he want to do when it comes to football. The drive, the attitude. I've never had a problem with Dreak. Attitude-wise, work ethic. He wants to make plays. He wants to be successful in football. He loves his family. That can drive you to want to do good on the football field. You want to take care of your family. And I always believe in, if you're athletic enough to do it, go do it. If you're athletic enough to do it, go and do it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man. So before we go to the break, because we go into our crush rundown after this. So Dreak, I ain't trying to put you on the spot for one game, but is there one game you kind of been looking at when you play next year?
That Georgia game.
you know your brother gonna be on the other side, right?
I already told him he gotta get it. I'm gonna look for him.
I can't wait to see that. We're gonna be looking for you too.
You gotta come see me.
Well, nature is a drink over there. I can't wait, boy. I'll be looking forward to that, man. Oh. Hey, man, when we come back, man, we're gonna run in the crush rundown. But we're gonna be with these guys. So
yeah, man. We got them one more time. Stay with us.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You absolutely have to go to Gamecock Station. It's on 550 Far Road in Atlanta for the best Thai cuisine I have ever tasted, period. That Masumang chicken, incredible. And yes, I must break it down just like that. And if you're looking for a place to hold a power meeting, Gamecock Station is that place. There's no pre-order or minimum tab to get the room. It's all about your satisfaction at 550 Far Road in Atlanta, Georgia. Gamecock Station, superb Thai cuisine, very affordable pricing, incredible atmosphere. It has quickly become my favorite spot to dine every week. Go to BangkokStationAtlanta.com. That's BangkokStationAtlanta.com. Take the tour for yourself, and I will meet you there.
This is University of Georgia linebacker Demetrius Douglas. You're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Yeah, what's going on? It's Mr. Butter Love himself, and you're locked into the Sensation Station. You know what it is. SSN, like Social Security Network, but it's a Sensation Station Network. SSNATL.com. Log in, do something, keep it live. Fly with the Crush guy.
Going into the Crush Rundown, brought to you by Parish Capital. At Parish Capital, we can help you achieve your financial goals by providing high-quality advisory services and making smart investment decisions. Go to Parish Capital, that's P-A-R-R-I-S-H, capital with an A.com for more information. So we're still hanging out with Coach Hood and Dreak right now. So Coach Hood, taking you back a little bit, back to your Carolina days, what was your biggest rivalry back then? Was it Clemson or Georgia?
Clemson.
Still hate him to this day, huh?
Yes.
Do you own anything orange, Coach?
No.
He really, that whenever it comes to week, he go ham on all forms of social media. Yeah,
I do. I'm guilty of it.
But is that something they really? Because Stanley had the same like.
I don't like it when I see it in public.
Yeah. It just run through you like that, Coach. Is that something they teach on Two Notch Road? Just lower state, upper state. It's just a problem.
They drill it in your head. They do. They drill it in your head as soon as you get there. You gotta hate Clemson, cause that's the only way you're gonna beat them. Because they definitely hate you.
No doubt.
Oh
yes,
no doubt.
Cause they the little brother, man. Let's be real. They the little brother. So they looking like, I'm tired of South Carolina.
Yes.
Now you was talking about the 2001, just that intro. Just that feel, Coach. Like, cause I went to a game. I just couldn't believe that the stadium just rocked out like that. Then you know that the little spirals on the side, everybody waving the flags. The stadium was truly right, and nobody sits down in Columbia.
No.
Just how was that the first time you really felt it?
I almost passed out. I ran out of the tunnel so fast, and they told me to be under control. I ended up being the first guy out. I was a freshman. I ended up being the first guy out, and I got to the sideline, and I was too tired to do anything else. That's how hard my adrenaline was pumping. I was too tired to get my breath before I can go back out on the kickoff team.
You taking those Dreak?
You got to be easy coming out of there, man. It's crazy.
Because I can only imagine that Lakewood, you know, that's when we played.
Yes.
You know, you played in this big crowd. Like from what we played crowds, and then to go to that.
Yes, it's a big difference.
Because now it's what, 95,000?
It's 95. They added about 5 or 6 years ago. They added a whole nother side.
Wow.
So now it's a full bowl.
I know you can't wait for that, man. Big crowds, 10,000 in Atlanta. Yeah, 10 to 12. Yeah.
That's gonna be when the bus pull up at South Carolina. He gonna see 12,000 in.
Man, I'm already getting goosebumps for you, man. How that make you feel, man? Yeah. Be able to go through that. Because I know when you put that on for real that first time, and you look, you can be like, it's time. And because that's the thing, to go on your recruiting trip and get to actually put the uniform on, just how was that feeling?
It felt good. I know that's how I was going to be, you know. So it just felt good to put it all on, just see I'm really panning out.
You tucked it up and you
had to. Yeah, I done it one time.
I'm looking at you now. Remind me of you heard. Yeah, it's a wide out there. Listen, me and Coach Hood, we would coordinate who's gonna go with the tape. We get everybody in the room. Wide outs first.
Yes.
Hey, get spatted.
Yes. Don't come around me.
That's a requirement. Yes. Don't come around me, dude. It didn't matter. You had to spat up. If you was in our group, you had to spat up. I can imagine y'all two together, man.
Yes, sir.
Clowning.
Yes, sir.
I can imagine y'all two, man. Clowning. So, Coach, you talked about some of the rewards of coaching. What have been some of the challenges of coaching?
Some of the challenges, mainly keeping guys focused off the field, in the school building. You know, things like that. Keeping them in the books, in class. You know, on time. That's more challenging than football to me. Once I get them on the field,
yeah,
it's my domain. You know, that's what I do. But you know, having to work in the school building and do your job, and then trying to look out for athletes and making sure they're flying right and doing everything correct, that can be a tough challenge sometimes. You know, back and forth.
Yeah.
Your class, you got to go down here and see what John Blow is doing in his class. Talking in his class back to his teacher. You know, things like that.
So how does a kid who, you got a lot of tension through this process, how do you just every day maintain in the school building, Dreak, leading up to this? Cause I know everybody asking you, where you going? What you gonna do?
I mean, I'm humble anyway, so
yeah.
You know, I just kind of take it and go. I just listen and keep walking. You know, I tell them something, but it might not be the so they gotta wait for it.
So, Dreak, you know, today everybody wanted the prototypical wide receiver to be 6'2", 6'3". You shutting it all. You making everybody like, except for Dreak, because he's this.
I'm a exception.
So what was that? Was that fire to you? Like, you know, man, I don't care how tall I am. Just get me the ball.
I mean, size kind of really never mattered to me. You know, once it's in my hand or if it's in the air, it's mine.
Yeah.
So it never mattered to me.
You might start crying. Now you see why. Now you see why. Everybody get hurt on that stuff. I'm just saying. Cause you know, I look at you and I was like, when I saw him, I was like, man, so that's the best player. Cause I was hearing all this about him. I'm like, no, that dude right there that just ran 75 yards, that's the one right there. Cause I love to hear that. You know, I was like, Dreak, he's like 5'10". I'm like, no, he's still the best player on the field. So, but how was your family in your decision making? How have they been feeling about this?
Well, it was always my decision, but they influenced me because I wanted to take care of them at the end of the day and make sure they happy. And my mom, she kind of like, you know, my dad, he in my life, but he don't come to my games. My mom, she came to all my games. She probably missed like 1 or 2 in the whole lifetime. And I've been playing since I was 5, so.
Is Columbia ready for her?
They gotta be. She gonna be there every week.
Yeah, they might well get ready. And that probably had to kind of really play a part. Straight down 20, not as long a ride as having to jump on 75 to 95 to go to Miami.
Driving 10 hours, and we took that drive actually on my visit. It was long.
Oh, you drove and you ain't fly?
Nah, we drove.
You ain't want to fly? You better learn, man.
Yeah, you gonna learn.
You ought to fly a lot.
I don't like flying.
Yeah, you don't like flying? Oh, boy, you'll get over it real quick. By your second year, you be like, shoot. Where we going? We on a bus.
By the second game.
Yeah, you got to get to where you got to get, baby. You're going to be playing everywhere. Got to get that quick, Dreak. So, I just love to hear that because, say, South Carolina better get ready for your mama, man. So, Coach, when you're
seeing kids go through this process, what are some of the things you're telling them? Because y'all have been putting some talent in these D1 schools back to back to back. What are some of the things y'all are telling these kids, man?
It's got to be, just like when you shopping and that pair of shoes hit you. Like these are one of them. This is what I'm gonna get right here. It's sort of a feeling like that. I tell them to look for that feeling. When you go on these visits and you talk to these coaches and you talk to your parents and everything is a good rapport with. Go with your best feeling of the schools that you're choosing from. Go with the one that you like the most.
Wow. That's what's up.
I love it, man.
Go ahead, man.
Because, the thing, I know the grind that these guys put in. Him and Manquavius, when they were 10th graders, like, they competed in everything. Sprints, and we try to, me and Coach Hood would sit up in the corner, and we be coming up with extra stuff. They're like, okay, let's run them some more. But it's like, they never wilted. And I think with any team, when you can try to beat down work-wise your two studs, and you can't, I think that just raised the level. Just a testament to Hood, Coach Jarvis, and just the work that it's no secret why the program has been successful over there. It's no secret.
So, Dreak, speaking of that, when you think about your high school career, what's that one game you always remember?
The Stevenson game. When I dropped the wide open touchdown.
What y'all wide receivers to say? What y'all to say? Hey man, what game you remember high school? Man, I was at the 1 yard line. I didn't get in. Yeah. I went 80 yards and didn't get the extra one.
I killed the safety and the cornerback. They both bit by myself, and I dropped wide open touchdown.
But the thing,
y'all receivers,
and I know for a fact the thing that does to you, it makes you really focus. Because I noticed how you started catching the ball after that. You would almost go back to, like, based on read the ball, catch it. I want to see everything.
I really had Coach Hill in the back of my mind because, from, how hard he coached and from being, around him so much, he kind of always in the back of my head. So if I know I mess up, I got to come see him at the end of the day. So I don't want to I don't want to disappoint him.
You beat everybody. You beat the cameraman. You beat the man. You beat everybody in that play. I remember that play too. I was like, wow.
But you have to have those plays. Those plays, I tell you, in a receiver, those are the plays you remember.
Yes. So I think it's gonna be say like
and
Jones
you gotta let
County.
it go.
You gotta let it go. I think gonna say like Jones County when y'all went down there and did y'all thing. Stevenson.
That's it.
It eats at you, but it makes you better.
Yeah. But it's good though, cause you always keep it on your shoulder too. Yeah, man. Stevenson, I remember that game.
I'm gonna make that. I never not make that play again. Yeah. Never.
You got a game like that, Coach?
Yes. Clemson.
Clemson.
Like the week before we played, Georgia played, and Reggie Davis, he dropped the wide open pass, I think versus Tennessee.
Yes.
And I actually, I was with Meme, and I said I would never drop no pass like that.
Wow. Hey, man, we about to take a quick station identification. Stay right back with the Winston Crush, man.
The dream of the future, brought to reality by Sensation Station Network.
This is Bobby Yalla.
This is Judge Hatchet.
This is Lamar Batman Kerry.
Yo, this is Teddy Perry.
This is Keon Carpenter, former Atlanta Falcon. You are tuned into The Crush on
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man, that's funny. That is funny. I'm listening to these wide receivers, man. They like Clemson, Steve. They show what your game?
That Mays game. No, went 80 yards and didn't get 81. But I thought I should have dove. I should have did a lot of stuff. But I thought I scored. I thought I reached out across the goal line. I did. Wow. And we ended up losing the game by 6. Terrible feeling.
Hey, man, we're still in the Crush right now, man. Hey, guys, this has been awesome, man. Thank you guys, man, so much for this. So, Dreak, when it's all said and done, man, How would you describe the Mays High, your years at Mays High? How would you describe them years?
It's been a build-up process. From like coming down to the low, going to the high, you got to stay on that track. And then our coaching stuff, the whole team, we like fought adversity and stuff, you know, and the same thing happened on the field. So it all like came together though. And it was a good feeling being with my team and coaches. And they coached us hard, and I liked it.
That's what's up. Coach, overall, this program y'all built, how would you describe what y'all doing over there?
We're gonna get that state championship that you were talking about earlier. That's
Still
the whole goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like you cooked everything, but you didn't get to really get it.
It's time to get it. We're going to get it. And
it was hard to get him out that booth after the game. Was it? It was hard to get. Well, we started almost 30 minutes after the game.
40.
Yeah. The team they gave the trophies and they had gone out the field. We still sitting up there.
So close, man.
Yeah. How many armchair coaches did y'all run into after the game? Make the body cuss.
Boy, y'all made me say something. Clowns.
Everybody, Coach, you can do this better. Y'all should have did this. I know that was probably everything y'all heard.
Yes.
and what was crazy is, like, you know, I defend these guys so much because, again, people don't understand the work that these guys put. We don't have this. Not a coaching staff at the school. Their side, they should have 20 coaches. During that playoff run, you playing people with 20, 25 coaches. Yeah. It's just 10 coaches.
Yeah. I'm sure y'all went into some of them deep south area. You looking over there, they got a coaching staff. They got so many coaches showed for no reason.
Yes, people just standing there.
They got a holder coach.
Yes.
He coaching the holder.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what?
He got nothing else to do.
He got nothing else to do.
Wow. Man, it's high, man. So man, make sure you surrounded by Mays. Next phase. So, Coach, how many games you plan on attending next year? How many do you try to attend? You know, I know you coach in high school. Do you get to go back to South Carolina much?
Well, last year we had 6 Saturday games. So it was hard for me to go.
Yeah, so
the schedule is different this year.
Okay.
And I will be in Columbia.
Where's the game at this year? Georgia, South Carolina, where's it at?
Don't matter. We're going to get them.
Is it at Bright Stadium? It's not William Bright?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember where they played them last year. I think Georgia went up there last year.
I think it's at South Carolina.
I think it's South Carolina. I always have to remember what color jerseys.
Look, man.
I really don't even care, though.
I don't ask for much from y'all. Right. But if y'all can leave just 2 tickets for the Crush somehow. Like, get the Crush 2 tickets. We will be 3 tickets. We need our camera person there with it. 3 tickets. 4. Scott, you got a show to do on Saturday.
It's gonna get real.
You got a show you got to do on Saturday. We don't play with Rodale.
Well, I've always said this from the first time I met you. I was like, if this kid just can stay focused, and keep his mind right, the sky the limit. Now, again, like, I've never seen a kid can make everybody miss in flag football.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what he was doing over there at Westlake, our first show. But I'm like, this kid is incredible.
Yes.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming. But I want to give you a little time, man. Any shout-outs you want to give? Because you got people hitting you up already. So any shout-outs you want to give, man?
I give a shout-out to my mom, my whole family, my partner, man, and everybody else. My boy K, everybody.
His boy, man.
I ain't even ask Cole Hood.
Old man Quavius.
And Monte. Can we give my boy Monte?
Cole Hood, anybody real quick you want to shout out, man?
We'll give a shout out to Hendrix. That's my puppy. He at home. The Mays High School coaching staff, the Mays High School teaching staff, family, Chastity, I know you listening to. That's about all.
And he'll be on YouTube later on, everybody.
Yeah, we're going to put this on YouTube, so look out for it.
It's picture time.
Yeah, it's picture time, people. Stay with us, baby. We'll be back. We're going into really? It's the Crush.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will. From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Hello, and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Thanks for asking, but I'd rather not send you nude pictures. I'm camera shy. I already said no. Under my clothes, I'm a robot. My webcam is broken. I'm worried they'll get passed around school. I have a rash. I have nudophobia. I have lizard skin. I'm a vampire, so I don't show up in pictures anyways. Your badgering has really killed the mood.
When someone is pressuring you to do something you don't want to, how many ways can you say no before they get the message? Let us know at that'snotcool.com. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Really, Mace? Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans? This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren.
That was fun, Mace. Hey, man. Y'all ride out some special breed. Hey, man, I keep trying to tell you, man. Hey, man, it's not an act, man. It's not an act. I keep trying to tell you. All ride outs act the same.
I mean, I'm thinking he gonna pull out the state challenge. He like, nah, Stevenson.
Yeah.
I dropped that pass.
Yeah, dog.
He said he saw it a week before, and he was like, I never do that.
Boy, you always do it. And then you go back to, man, you try to catch 300 balls, man.
Are those the hardest catches?
Dog, yeah. Because you relax.
Yeah.
You lose concentration.
When you got somebody on, you gonna go get the ball. But when you by yourself, had to think. Going into Really Man, where we question the intelligence of some of our brethren out there. Unfortunately, we got stories this week, man. Make sure you want to start it off.
Man, Martavius Bryant, man. Since we talking about wideouts, man.
Yeah, go ahead and get him, man.
You fell in the draft because you had a drug problem. And now you suspended for a whole season because of another drug problem. Say he getting in rehab and all that stuff, man, but really, Martavius Bryant, man, come on, dude. Really?
Come on. You got to be able to see it don't make any sense, man.
It don't.
$650,000 he about to lose.
Man.
$650,000, though.
Man, I mean, but look how much money he cost himself before the draft.
Yeah. I mean, it must be worth. I always say it must be worth it, man.
Hey, man, that weed must be something else. Boy.
Speaking of which, man, if you're already a quarterback who's not looking to get highly drafted, why you going out and getting pulled over for DUI, man?
Oh.
Dak Prescott, come on, man, really? DUI charge a month before the draft?
Who advising these guys, man? It's too close to the draft to be just doing anything crazy.
They don't know. Not only do they have taxis in America now,